Live from the Jake Lindsay Studios in Warrington, England, this is Series 3 of the Jake Lindsay Show. And now, the man himself, Jake Lindsay!
Woo! Hello! Yes, it's Wednesday once again, which means it's episode time here on the Jake Lindsay Show! So, what wacky news stories have I come across this week? Firstly, it looks like Boris Johnson has just become the biggest ever signing for non-league club Grimsby Town. In Norwich City Centre, somebody's decided to put up a gold statue of the Steve Coogan character Alan Partridge outside of the headquarters of BBC Radio Norfolk. And Newsnight's Emily Maitlis had one of the best slip-ups ever.
Labour's former Health Secretary Alan Johnson joins us down the line from Hull.
What have we got on the show for you this week? We'll be hearing from local inspiration David Mulroney about running the London Marathon with a difference. And the band Urban Redevelopment will be here with their version of the Spiz Energy classic Where's Captain Kirk? The big issue, yeah. My big issue for this week is that Everton have climbed their way to the top of the pop charts with a song called Spirit of the Blues. They've also got some other songs in the pop charts, but don't they realise it's not the 80s and that no one's really interested? This week's guest. It's lucky for this week's guest that the sport of running isn't banned because of all the new restrictions, as he's about to take on the virtual London Marathon. So please welcome David Mulroney! Hello, David.
Oh.
How are you finding this so-called new normal?
Yeah, it's alright.
Do you have any family? If you do, how are they coping in lockdown?
I've got family. They're struggling through the lockdown, but we're all trying to get on with everything, so it's a bit difficult at the minute through the lockdown.
Talking of having to cope, I know from my research that you've had to learn to cope with anger, stress and pain for many years because you had a muscle wasting disease. For any of my viewers who may not know about these sorts of issues, could you explain a bit about them?
Yeah, my muscle condition, I've had it since 2009, and it was killing the muscle the way on my right hand side of my body mainly, so it was making me weaker every day. Every day I got up, I was getting weaker and weaker, and I was getting more anxious about going out of the house every day, keep seeing friends and family. So it took home nearly about 8 months to try and find out what my condition was and what was the problem. So you got it all under control now. I think it was Valentine's 2009, I got diagnosed with my condition called dermatomyositis. So I got kept in hospital through the night, and then I had all MRI scans, stuff like that, to see where it was affecting mainly. And then they did a biopsy and it come back with everything saying it is this condition I have.
As you can see, you're pretty much fit as a fiddle, but it's taken you a long time to get to that stage, hasn't it?
It certainly has. It's taken quite a few years now for me to get back to the normality to do. I used to play a lot of football before I became ill, so I was like running Sunday. I used to do Sunday league football teams, so I had to stop all the football. And said I'll never be able to play football again. The saying. So I thought I need another hobby to get back into, to get me back fit again. So I thought I might as well go back for running, and because I enjoyed me running, because I did bits of it. So I thought get back into it, see where it can lead me.
So let's get on to the challenge. For anyone who doesn't know, David here was meant to be going on the London Marathon back in April, but sadly that was cancelled. They tried to rearrange it for the 4th of October. Again, that was cancelled. But it's not over for you yet, is it, David?
Certainly not. Well, I took on the challenge to help raise more money for my charity, which is muscular dystrophy, which helps all different muscle wasting conditions, as well as help mine. So I thought I might as well help them out instead of just sitting back and watching everybody else do it. I might as well get behind them and help them raise more money, help me, so I know what distance I can keep pushing myself to for the virtual marathon.
How did your family, your work colleagues, and health experts who looked after you react when you told them you weren't going to let COVID-19 stop you?
Some of my work colleagues all think I'm absolutely balmy for running it while there's still COVID about, because a lot of people are still out walking the dogs and stuff like that. My family have all got behind me, and they're really happy for me that I'm still pushing towards doing it. So they're all happy for me to keep doing it while we've got COVID about.
I'm sure your family are rooting for you to do really, really well in this challenge. But do you know how much support you've already had when it comes to fundraising?
At the moment, I've got on my Just Giving page, at the moment, I've had 12 people sponsor me. And some of them are family members, friends. And one of them is one of my ex-consultants who saw me when I first got my condition. I've become now really good friends with him. And I'm hoping to keep posting it and raising more money, get the word out about my condition, why I'm doing it, and get the word out about the charity as well.
Wow, only 12%. You deserve way more support than that. If you tell my viewers straight down the camera where they can go to donate to you, then you will get a lot more than that.
They can go to www.justgiving.com/fundraising/David Mulroney 2. And on the Just Giving page, I've put a brief talk about why I'm doing it, about my condition, and why I've took on the biggest challenge I've ever taken on in my entire life. So everybody can get on there, sponsor me, leave me messages. I will be going this week now. For me, it's just a nice relaxing week ready for Sunday. I believe I'm starting it off at the Peacock in Birchwood at about 10:30, I believe, in there. And I'll be doing my runs, and I'll be going back each time to the Peacock to take on more water, refill up my energy. Then I'll be going back out to keep going every time. If people can come down and help support me there, I'm hopefully the bar managers and staff will help raise a little bit more money. I'm going to get a couple of money jars there, so if people see me, they can put money in it and help me. So everything that I raise goes straight towards muscular dystrophy. It never comes to me.
Come on, Bertrand, let's get behind him. To finish off, this isn't the one and only London Marathon you're going to be doing, is it?
No, I am taking on London itself, hopefully next year. So hopefully next year I will be doing London 2021.
Wow.
So it's for the same charity. I've still got my page running for the same charity. So they've helped roll everything over. So hopefully I can get down to London and do the 26.2 miles of the marathon and cross the finish line at Buckingham Palace, where I'll have my girlfriend and our baby waiting for me.
After all those years of struggle, you are an absolute inspiration. Is there anything you'd like to add before we go?
Like I said, the only reason I'm doing the marathon is because I've been to London a couple of times, and I've seen all the slightly disabled people coming across, like a couple of people who have been blind. They've had runners doing it. So I said to my missus, I've got to do it. I have to do it for me. So it's going to be the biggest challenge of my life. And I thought I might as well get on it and get doing what I need to do best, which will be raise money for the charity. They have helped me. They've helped me in the drones. They've done nothing but help me, give me advice where I needed it, sent me support I've talked to people over the years. because when I got diagnosed, I got put into my own little. I went into my own little shell. So I did that, and they've helped me come out of myself and start mixing with different people, getting my stories across of why I'm doing all these different fundraising. I started fundraising for muscular dystrophy in 2018, and I did the Warrington 10K. So that was my first inspiration with them, and I just went a couple of years ago to London. I said, look, how can I do London? I said, well, they explained how to do it at the end of the race. Fill in our forms, and we'll go from there. I just turned around to people who are with in London. I said, I ain't gonna. I'll do it. I put my name, but I doubt I'll get anything. And I heard feedback off the person, the main fundraiser at Muscular Dystrophy, and he said, your story that you put with us, you made us all cry. I said, I didn't mean to. He said, no, it was a good cry because you're running with a muscle condition, which may help other people to do this big adventure and see where people go from there. So hopefully I can raise as much money as I can, go beyond me raising target a need, and try and get out the word about muscular dystrophy and all the different muscle wasting conditions that are out in the world.
Thank you very much, David. You're an absolute inspiration. David Mulroney, everybody. Now it's time to get ourselves over the crossroads of happiness and take a left at Positivity Corner. Positivity Corner. From David's amazing positive story to another one now. The RNLI recently pulled 17-year-old Alfie from the water off Gwynedd in Wales. He fell from his paddleboard but was able to contact 999 after his phone continued working with it being inside of a waterproof pouch inside his life jacket. Well done, and thank you to the RNLI for helping him. And thank you to all the other UK emergency services for all you've done during these unprecedented times. What's even more positive is that 7,000 people have ordered waterproof pouches since the RNLI posted footage of the dramatic rescue on Twitter. Just when you thought this programme couldn't get any more positive, it's time for Take to the Stage! Take to the Stage. For this week's Take to the Stage, we're going to be taking a trip down the time tunnel, all the way back to the year 1980, to hear from the band Urban Redevelopment. They're going to be performing their version of the Spit Energy classic, Where's Captain Kirk? Unfortunately, this performance comes without video, so I'm going to have to put pictures over it. Enjoy!
Wait!
Urban Redevelopment, everybody! Just time for one more positive story before we go. This just came into us in the last few hours. Adam Hills, star of PDRL in the last leg, has given money to 5 of the PDRL teams to help them get through these unprecedented times. What an amazing guy. He's so brilliant. Give it up for everybody you've seen on this programme. David Mulroney on Urban Redevelopment. I'll be back next time here on the Jake Lindsay Show. Until then, be kind to one another. Bye bye. The Jake Lindsay Show. Thanks for watching. The Jake Lindsay Show. Hope to see you again. The Jake Lindsay Show. The Jake Lindsay Show. Thanks for watching. The Jake Lindsay Show. Hope to see you again. The Jake Lindsay Show. Thanks for watching. The Jake Lindsay Show.